Alrighty guys, hey, this is ChaosFX back once again. This is actually going to be a 3-move-in-1 video. I'm going to teach you about Ancient Trigger, Nuke, and Extruder, because they have really long cooldowns. You don't get to use them a lot in PvP, honestly. The Extruder, I would save for the Extruder combo, if you can, which is of course this. Barbecue, Rising Shot, Extruder, boom. So much damage. So I would always save the Extruder combo for that. I would not save the Nuke for the Nuke combo though. I would always use the Nuke. Defensively, offensively, whatever you have to do. There is a couple of ways, couple of tricks you can do with that. I mean, they'd have to be really hapless to fall into these traps. But let's say you throw it on a Nuke over here, you can barbecue them into it. That will always hit them, and then you can actually Extruder them. Wow, that's a really mean combo. I should probably do a video on that. Anyway, this is the video on that. There you go, guys. You just saw the meanest combo on somebody who is completely hapless. And I do mean completely. They would have to let you cast the Nuke and barbecue them. So it's fun for like these screwy little combo videos to see stuff like this, but would it happen in real life? Probably not. And plus there would be so much damage, you probably wouldn't get a very big Extruder. Like, just hitting him with the Nuke here means that he's going to have a lot of weight. When I do the Rising Shot, it's probably going to be about there, and so I'll have to fire. So, still a big deal. I mean, it would be spectacular. I would love to get a video of that. I'm going to try it now. Next low-level person I find, I'm going to try to do it. Anyway, so I'll try to get on video for you guys, because it'll be funny. Anywho, the Nuke is best used, obviously, when your opponent is hiding on your Y-axis, and you don't have much you can do. This is great because it's really hard for people to see it come down. They don't expect it. So, like I said before, barrel nuking, the best use for it. Defensive nuking is another great one. Say he is... Get in the corner, you. He's over there. I want to do something like laser or something like that. I can cast a defensive nuke right there, and then set up a laser behind it. I do that a lot with Extruder Hail Marys. Extruder Hail Marys are fun because the Extruder is never fully charged in the Extruder combo, but the Hail Mary, you get to the flash, bam, that was it. When you see the flash, that is fully charged. You can fire it whenever you want after that. The best thing to do is say there's a bunch of brawls happening, and you really have low health, or you just don't think the classes or the characters or the players are going to be good, going to be something you can get a hold of. Just say your Extruder's ready, and you don't feel like you're going to win this match. It's time for the Extruder Hail Mary, which is my pre-rebirth ultimate weapon, because it used to be an insta-kill. But now it's not. You get it fully charged, and you can wait a couple seconds. You fire it downwards or upwards, depending on where you see the enemy arrows. So it's usually done when the enemies are off screen. So let's say he's way over there. I kind of have an idea, so I get basically between the areas he could be, and I hope he's heading toward the middle. I fully charge the Extruder, and then I usually aim it kind of at him. And as you can see, it's got a ginormous area of attack. And so I just got 20,000 free damage. Who knows? That could have won me the fight. That could have made me brave enough. Now we're both at 5% health. Now I'm brave enough to go fight him. And I just, you know, bam, kill him. Just like that. One barbecue was probably all he had left after that if he had 5%. So that is Nuke and Extruder. Ancient Trigger, obviously looked down upon in PvP, unless somebody does it first. In which case I just, haha, it's my turn, and use my own. You can see there's a hit stun at the beginning of that. The giant hit stun will always hit them, which is great. They're gonna improve the little blue lasers in a patch coming up, which I just cannot wait for because the blue lasers suck right now. The hit stun will make sure that the blue lasers always connect on them. The other thing is that the lasers themselves will pull him in. So if I hit him with the lasers here, it'll pull him into the center of the gun. There's no way out of that except forward and backward. The range on this is actually pretty short. Let me see, I think I'll miss him from here. It's actually that short. Nope, I hit him. Alright, but that's just barely maximum. And as you can see, sometimes you see me go nuts with it. Now, how does that work? There are two ways to do that. One is you launch Ancient Trigger and you keep smashing the Ancient Trigger button over and over again. And you'll see that as soon as it starts firing, these little blue lights in they're called down when the weapon is launched. Little blue lights will charge orange. So first blue light, second blue light, third blue light, and then it'll go nuts. Now this thing only fires 16 shots. Well, no, hold on. Let me also say the other way to do it. The other way to do it is to spam the X button. So whatever your normal attack, X attack is, you spam that as well. And it actually does not help to push both the X button and the Awakening at the exact same time. Let me say there's only 16 shots. You want as many of those to be powered up because they're basically double damage, maybe a little more, as possible. You don't want the regular blue shots. You want as many of them as possible. So a lot of you have probably seen and wondered, and that's what this video is for, how is my Ancient Trigger always charged up in 2 hits? I get it here, and as soon as it fires, boom, we're already at orange, and I get 13 to 14 powerful shots. The full damage, amazing ones, which in PvP is a lot more, or PvE is a lot more important when you're fighting monsters than here, obviously. But the way to do that is you alternate. So I'm going to call the Awakening A, and my X attack X, and so I basically sit there and I wait, and then I go AX, 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 over and over again, and I alternate, one the other, one the other. I actually, when I fire this, there's 2 things. One, I'll do this here too, because, you know, PvE videos, I might do one, and I don't really want to dwell on Ancient Trigger too much, even though it's awesome. You can see I have a cannon down in my hotbar. This is the Herculeum Ore cannon, or Hellcarium? Yeah, Hellcarium cannon. This has +1 Ancient Trigger on it. That's a big deal. That's +7% damage, and since it's fixed, the fact that it's a level 48 weapon doesn't matter. In fact, it's got 55 strength on it. I got 60-something strength on me. So for -10 strength, I get +7% damage. That is a great trade-off. So I hit 0, switch cannons, then I go ahead and spam my buttons here while it's charging up, and I have a really powerful cannon at my disposal. You can see as soon as it breaks, the cooldown's over, I switch back to my main cannon and continue to fight. So that is Ancient Trigger. That is how I would recommend using it in PvE. In PvP, it's more for fun. If a game is really goofy and nobody cares, yeah, use Ancient Trigger on them, because it's just funny as hell. Everybody will laugh when it hits somebody. They'll be like, oh, no, 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 you know, just like when everybody else gets hit in theirs, you know. Somebody gets you in the Weapon Master one where you're flying around and you're like, ah, you jerk, why did you awaken? But, you know, it's just a match. It's just a game. It's fun. So don't get too upset when people awaken on you because, well, for one thing, you have the best awakening, so look forward to it. I mean, if people, it's really easy to dodge, by the way. Like, you could do something silly, like use it inappropriately, like, aha, I got you. I did not get you. I guess I did get him there, but you're pretty much helpless. The good news is you're off the ground. I don't know if you can see, my character is actually in the back of the cannon when that's happening. The back of the cannon is actually off the ground. So I'm in mid-jump, hanging out on the back of this cannon. They can't hit me with slides or anything, but they can get me with aerial grabs. Aerial grabs, any kind of... Why did you move down here? Did the lasers hit him? Ah, Dale's alive, run! Anyway, so that's Ancient Trigger as well. So I think I've basically done those 3. Got Ancient Trigger, got Nuke, got Extruder. A lot of fun, really powerful moves. You can also see there's a vacuum here. Really important is that a lot of people will try to escape the vacuum, but if they're under the effect of the vacuum, like you can see just when it starts pulling them in, right there. Anytime you fire it, when their character twitches toward you because they're being vacuumed, they will get caught in the cannon, even if the ball is behind them. That is because if it's vacuuming them and you fire, that is its grab radius. So the vacuum radius is the same as the grab radius. So right now, see, grab radius is the same even though I fired it away from him. And I'll show that again firing it in a completely opposite direction here. Oop, I guess that was not fast. That was a little too fast there. But basically, right about there. You can fire it at a pretty good range. The reason for this, Weapon Masters, and I just keep picking on Weapon Masters. It's because he's a Weapon Master, and it's the first thing that comes to mind. They'll use their 3/ move to try to get out of that. You know, they'll try everything to get out of it if they're stuck in it. Or they, you know, might just illusion sword you, which is probably the funniest thing. I had one guy illusion sword me. You know, like, imagine Dale's using his illusion sword. The funniest thing about that is it actually pulls them in. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Well, I guess if his back was against the wall. Some guys like to get really close, and they'll try to hit me. I can actually pull him while he's doing the illusion sword into it, so that's funny too. Anywho, that should do it. At this point, this is the end of my PvP videos. This is the entire guide, I suppose I should say. Everything I had planned, anyway, and I kind of planned this in a vacuum. I didn't get any feedback on the forums while I was making this. I didn't get any feedback on my channel. Feel free to use either one. I am paying attention. If you guys have any requests, let me know. Moves I didn't cover, thoughts, how do I stop this? This class gives me a problem. I was thinking about doing class ones, but I think I'm going to do those by request only. There's a lot of classes, and quite honestly, we really don't have a big problem against a bunch of classes nowadays.